Old school, new school, need to learn up. Old school, new school, need to learn up. Old school, new school, need to learn up.
Say, look at this. I've been cleaning out my nest, and I found an old book of my
Hey, welcome back. I haven't done a DIY in a while, so I wanted to take my weekend project and just do one. In this DIY, we will be creating a home office nook. I purchased this desktop from Ikea for like $2. In the back of Ikea, you know, they have the random materials section, and then I purchased the 4 legs for like a total about $10. After I got home and placed all my crap on it, I noticed that the desk real estate was really, severely lacking. So in this project, we are going to create a desk riser for our monitor and work some of the fine details to make this project look respectable. But all in all, for this desk that you're looking at right now, paid about total cost about under $15. So if you look at the desk, I just have tons of random stuff. I really want to get the desk organized and maximize the potential of this space. From wall to wall, we're working with approximately 5 feet. So this is a very small area, and the desk is even smaller. And as you see, I'm trying to get a 34-inch monitor, extended monitor, PlayStation, MacBook, Xbox, speakers, and just, and all types of stuff. So it's really gonna behoove me to lift this monitor and utilize some type of storage solutions for everything else. So sometimes being a hoarder comes in handy. So I keep loose materials around because you just never know when they could come into play for a project. So to create a monitor riser, I had a choice of 3 pieces of pressed wood that's from past projects. So I lined them up here because I needed to see which one best fit the color scheme of the area. So out of the 3, I ended up going with the one on the far left there, which was just a cheap little side table from Ikea that's been sitting around. But from the side table, I really only need 1 piece, which is going to be the top piece, and then we're going to add the feet. Yeah, so here are the feet that we're going to use. They come in several different sizes. I chose this side because obviously I don't need the riser like hella high, so pick that side because that'll allow me to put my my PlayStation in there and any other items that I can underneath the riser. Picked up a couple other items. As you see, cable management, if you do a project like this, cable management is really the key to success, to make it look, I won't say professional, but make it look clean. Because I hate when I see people do projects and you guys still have those cables that's laying all over the place, all messy like. So we got that, and we also got a box to store our extension cord in. Hey, so like I said, this is really going to be a fairly simple project. We took the top piece out of that side table, and really all we're going to do is take our hardware from the feet that we purchased, and just drill it into the top. So we just want to make sure that we space them out evenly on the 4 corners, and go ahead and really don't even worry about the existing screw holes in there, because we're going to add new screw holes in there, and just go ahead and affix those to the top there. So the way they come is you put the metal brackets in, and then really you just twist the legs into each corner. Yeah, so here's a look at the original leg that actually comes with the table. As you see, that leg is just entirely too high, so we definitely had to purchase the shorter legs for that, because unless you want to stand in the chair, just putting a side table on top of a desk is really kind of defeat the purpose of a DIY. So we really, took that side table and just repurposed it for our uses here. Here's a good look of it standing up, and like I said, simple. Just screw the legs in there, and we have our riser already built out. Okay, so here's our first look at our pretty much completed table. Everything else is going to be kind of fine details. So we added the riser to the top of the existing table, and as you see, we already created more space. So you could put our keyboard, our PlayStation, or whatever items that we need to go underneath that riser and get our monitor out of the way. So cable management is one of the keystones of any good project. You don't want your hard work and effort to be marred by cable tentacles all over the place. So our cable housing and extension cord box will create a neat home for all our wiring needs, especially with this project, since we can't cheat and kind of throw it behind a solid back. As you see, the table, it's just 4 legs, so we definitely want to take care of this extensive network of HDMI, power, and everything in between. So voila, as we can see, as we start putting our items back on the table, we are now afforded a lot more space. So now you really have the complete surface of your bottom table to work with. As you see, I got my PlayStation underneath there, and my laptop that's to sit there. In the back, we already created our cable management systems back there, which is just really gives everything a neater appearance. So once we have our core items placed on, we're going to build around it to give it some personality. So the basic desk and monitor, could be black at best. As you see, we're just using a beige desk and an off-white, riser. So we definitely want to give it that personality and that pop around it. So find some items from around the house, and make it the desk, make the desk functional, and to meet your needs, but also make it sure that it displays your personality. Anybody could do a project, but what really makes a project special is you creating it, creating it from putting that additions on it from your thought process. So by all means, go all out and make it your area. So here's our final project look. I added some more items. Just to add some additional storage. The crates underneath can be used to hold books and magazines, and I have one holding the computer speaker. So really, thanks for checking out this DIY. Please comment, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Old school, new school. We out. Salute.